Look, let me tell y'all something. People can dish it out, but they cannot take it. Let me say that one more time. People can dish it out, but they cannot take it. Look, your friends, family, parents, co-workers, see, this the thing, the people around you, for some reason, they're gonna always seem to want to give you constructive criticism. And not that you doing anything wrong, and this thing, you can't run away from constructive criticism, because we all need constructive criticism. See, constructive criticism to an individual that holds himself accountable and holds himself to high standards is good, because it only makes us stronger. But this the thing, let me tell you something. Do not take constructive criticism and do not listen to individuals that do not practice what they preach, or that do not hold themselves accountable for their own action. But you're gonna find out that a lot, your parents, your family members, your siblings, your co-workers, and your friends, they're gonna always seem to give you constructive criticism, meaning they're gonna always call you out and try to hold you accountable for your mistakes. And this the thing, we already hold ourselves accountable for our mistakes. And this the thing, we love constructive criticism in general, because we don't do individuals like us, we don't do nothing but reverse it, and it makes us even stronger because we can take it. See, this the difference between us and these people. We can dish it out and take it. They can't dish it out. This the thing, they can dish it out, but they can't take it. They can't. And most people can dish it out, but they cannot take it. Let me tell you something. The reason why people can dish it out, but they can't take it, is because those individuals run away from self-reflection. They run away from holding themselves accountable. You have to understand something. To an individual that holds himself accountable, and if you come across individuals that don't hold themselves accountable, it's we from two different worlds. Because this the thing, I really didn't need you. I really don't need you to give me constructive criticism, because I'm my own critic anyway. I already call myself out on my mistakes. I already hold myself accountable. And like I say, it's good to get constructive criticism. It is, but you have to understand something. It's bad to take advice from individuals that do not take action behind their words. Most people talk, but they do not take action behind their words. Action speaks louder than words. So this the thing. Hold on, I thought I heard something. Look, this the thing, to an individual that takes action behind his words, meaning we're already ahead of the curve, meaning you can give me constructive criticism, but this the thing, I was going to do that anyway, because guess what? Robert holds himself accountable, and Robert can dish it, and take it out and dish it. I can do both. See, most people can't do both, because this the thing, they can dish it, but they can't take it out. And the reason why they can't take it out is because they wanna give you constructive criticism, and they wanna hold you accountable, because guess what? By them holding you accountable and giving you constructive criticism, let me tell you something, it gives them an ego boost. It's an ego trip. You have to understand something. Everybody is not their true, authentic self. Some people are purely ego. Point blank, period. It's an ego boost. Some people, you have to understand something. People use rationalization. Rationalization is a psychological technique. It's a defense mechanism that people put up in order to make something, in order to escape the truth. A lot of people put up defense mechanisms in order to run away from reality and run away from the truth. Meaning, you're going to hear a lot of people call you out on your mistakes. You're going to hear a lot of people try to give you constructive criticism, but the moment you do it to them, because this the thing, those individuals that try to call you out and hold you accountable, they need to be held accountable the most. They need constructive criticism the most. But this the thing, is projection. They're gonna project their negative qualities and bad qualities onto you, for the simple fact that they can't handle what's right about you. But this the thing, they can't handle what's wrong about themselves. Meaning, this the thing, they see that we hold ourselves accountable. They see how we can take constructive criticism and run with it. Meaning, You can tell me like, oh, you can tell me like, I'm just using this for example. I'm using this for an example. Let's just say if I'm at let's just say if I'm at somebody's house and I'm sleeping on their couch, right? This the thing. Robert is going to know for a fact, Robert, you at somebody's house. I'm just using this as an example. This is not what's happening. I'm using this as an example. Don't take it the wrong way. At the end of the day, okay, if I'm at somebody's house, right, and I'm sleeping on your couch, sleeping on somebody's couch, Robert is his own individual. Robert is going to know for a fact, and this is what Robert is going to tell himself. Robert, you're going to have to get your lazy behind up. I ain't gonna curse. You're gonna have to get your lazy behind up and get up off this couch, because this the thing, it's not a good look for you to be sleeping on this couch. This is the conversation that Robert have for himself, because Robert is his biggest critic, and he holds himself accountable. See? These are conversations that y'all need to have to y'allself. Y'all have to hold y'allself accountable and be y'all own critics, because guess what? Nobody outside of you is going to save you. Nobody outside of you is going to help you. Nothing is going to come to you. You got to want it for yourself. But this the thing, you can't go outside of yourself seeking external validation from people. You can't go outside of yourself and you can't not go outside of yourself. And even though it's good that people outside of you that'll try to give you constructive criticism, don't screw that. Don't listen to that. Become your own criticism. Become your own biggest critic, because you're going to have to. That's how you're going to become strong. But this the thing, you're going to run across individuals that's going to try to, like I say, they're going to try to hold you accountable, meaning they're going to say, Robert, you need to get up off this couch. You need to get up. This is the thing, like, let's reverse it. I already just said that I knew for a fact that I need to get up off this couch, that I need to get back on my feet, that I need to stop being lazy. This is what Robert told himself. But this is the thing, when Robert has already told himself that, this is the thing, other people are going to try to come in and put their 2 cents in. And this the thing, their 2 cents will not be needed. It will not be needed, because guess what? I was already 20 steps ahead of the curve. People are never used to it. Scares people. Just how I'm talking like this, it scares people, because guess what? I'm actually an individual that holds myself accountable. I'm my biggest critic. But this the thing, when individuals that are not used to seeing individuals like me, it's going to intimidate them, because guess what? We don't need your advice, and we don't need your constructive criticism. No, we're not arrogant. We're not egotistical. We don't need you. We don't. See, this is the thing. People are going to try to come in your life, and they're going to try to point out little flaws that you have and point out stuff that you probably was already aware of. See, this is the thing. Most people are already aware of the things that they do, because most people know right from wrong. We're not stupid. Let me tell you something. Like I say, a lot of people, they don't go based off. You have to understand something. A lot of people are not their higher self. They're not their true authentic self. They're pure ego. So they need things to boost their ego. So this is the thing. They're going to give you constructive criticism to boost their ego. But this the thing. Those individuals that's that's calling you out on your mistakes and trying to hold you accountable, you're going to find out that those individuals need the most work done. They need more work done than you. You sitting up here trying to hold me accountable and giving me constructive criticism, and your life messed up. I'm already 20 steps ahead of the game, and you trying to get on. I'm looking, okay, I already held myself accountable, but why aren't you holding yourself accountable? Why aren't you taking constructive criticism? People are going to see this thing this the thing. I'm the type of person that I don't care who you are. You try to give me constructive criticism, I'm going to throw it back at you. I'm not because I'm arrogant or egotistical. It's because I already performed the psychoanalysis on you. I've already observed you. I've already analyzed you. And once I analyze you and figure out what type of person you are, game over, I win, because now I can see what you don't want me to see, which is right through you. I'm not going to tell you that, though, because it's not my place, because I don't want to hurt you. But this the thing. People sure gonna try to tell you about yourself. You're gonna hear people telling you stuff. This the thing. They gonna start saying, you gonna hear people trying to criticize you and hold you accountable for shit that you ain't even did. Point blank period, for the simple fact that they don't know you. A lot of people don't know you. This the thing. We only show. This the thing. We only show people. This thing. We only allow people to see what we want them to see. We only allow people to see small portions of us, if not any. Because this the thing. Some people we already know for a fact. I can't give you me. Because if I was to give you me, you can't take it. Because guess what? You can dish it out, but you can't take it because guess what? You underestimated the opponent. And a lot of people out there, they're going to underestimate you. They're going to underestimate you, but for the simple fact that they have a version of you in their head that's going to boost their ego. You have to remember, these are ego boosters. That's what I call them, because this the thing. They don't go based off factual statistics. They don't go based off the truth. They go based off pure ego. This the thing. If they don't know something about you, and this the thing, people gonna want to believe what they want to believe anyway. Ego boost, meaning you can tell somebody, look, this jacket white. This jacket is white. But this the thing. If somebody say, Rob, you can tell somebody, hey, this jacket white, guess what? They not going to believe you anyway, because guess what? They going to say it's black. People going to want to believe what they want to believe for the simple fact that they need to boost their own ego. For the simple fact, if you meet an individual, if you meet ego boosters, let me tell you something. They're going to gaslight, they're going to project, and they're going to use rationalization as a defense mechanism. People who move purely off ego they are strategic, and they use a lot of defense mechanisms. Every time you try to call them out, they're going to put up a defense mechanism. They're going to put that barrier up. They're going to try to call you out, though. You're not going to put up that barrier, because guess what? You can take it. You see, look, we can dish it out and we can take it. They can dish it out, but they can't take it. They can't take it. And it doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you do. They still can't take it, because guess what? Those are the individuals that run away from self-reflection. They don't hold themselves accountable. They just talking. Actions speak louder than words. These people are just talking. These are your parents. These are your family members. These are your co-workers. These are the people that just society. People can dish it out, but they can't take it. People want to hold you. They're going to want to hold you accountable. But this the thing. When you hold them accountable, because this the thing, the people that you're going to find out that's trying to call you out on your mistakes need more work done than you. You don't even need no work done. But this thing, they need way more work done than you. They need to self-reflect. They need to hold themselves accountable. They need the most constructive criticism, for the simple fact that they don't even take action behind their words. These people are pathetic. But look, I'm finna let y'all know this. Let me tell y'all something. People, this is the thing. They gonna hate you when you call them out on their mistakes, because this thing, they're gonna try to make it seem like you're arrogant or you're egotistical, and they're gonna try to make it seem like that you're not listening. But in reality, it's projection. See, notice how I say they're gonna try to make it seem like, because they're projecting their negative qualities into you. They're gonna try to make it seem like you're arrogant or egotistical. They're gonna try to make it seem as though that you are not listening, when in reality, they're not listening. Let me tell you something. A lot of people not listening to what you're saying. They just waiting on their turn to talk, because they already belittled you. They already put a version. They already developed this false perception on you. And even if for the simple fact that they can't handle what's right about you. When you can see what others don't want you to see, they're not going to like that, because guess what? You can see for a fact that they're not about who they say they are. You're going to see for a fact that these people actions don't align with their words. You're going to see for a fact that they're going to try to hold you accountable. You're going to see for a fact that they're going to try to give you constructive criticism. But when you start to reverse it and say, hey, well, look, I allowed you to give me constructive criticism, but I was gonna do it anyway. I thank you for calling me out on my mistakes. But this is the thing. I've seen some mistakes about you, and there's some flaws about you that maybe you can work on. They're not gonna like that. They're not gonna like. They're gonna go right back. They're gonna go straight up into a projection, gaslighting, and using rationalization. Point blank. Period. Meaning they're gonna you. Guess what? They can dish it out, but they can't take it. This is their mindset. Robert, I'm gonna give you constructive criticism, and I'm gonna hold you accountable, and I'm gonna call you out on your mistakes. But if you do the same thing to me, I'm not gonna like you, and I'm gonna try to make it seem as though you're a bad person, because guess what, Robert? I wasn't ready to receive that. And who are you to tell me? Who are you? I can call you out and give you constructive criticism, but you can't do that to me. Why can't I do it to you? You wanna know why I can't do it to you? Because guess what? You already know. People gonna know one thing. See, this thing, when you intelligent, when you about that action, people, they gonna know you about that action, but guess what? They not gonna wanna hear you, because guess what? You make them look weak. Look, I hope y'all get the message. Stay blessed.